Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. Today I have a stack of media tie-in and novelizations to share with you guys. I've talked about it recently, but I'm trying to limit my book purchases. But when it comes to novelizations and media tie-in, I absolutely am picking those up still. So this is actually part one of a two-part episode because I have a whole nother stack over there. Today's video is going to be basically everything I've grabbed off of eBay, whereas the next one will be the items I've picked up in person. So super excited to share these with you guys. So let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to my novelization book haul. Alright, so first up here, I want to credit the Damn Fool Idealistic Crusade because I was watching his channel and he is a huge Indiana Jones guy. And I've only seen the first movie and the fourth movie in that franchise, which I know not a lot of people liked, but I've liked everything I've seen. I just need to go back and check out the ones in between. I actually watched number 4 in theaters. And then only a couple years ago, I ended up watching the first film. But I have the collection on 4K, so I'm hoping to do a vlog through that soon. I just had to get the most recent one. But anyway, that's all a long-winded way to say that I've picked up some Indiana Jones related novels. Now, I do own all of the novelizations based on the films, the ones that are available. But I recently found out, thanks to Damn Fool Idealistic Crusade, that there is a Choose Your Own Adventure series from Indiana Jones. So obviously this is going to be more middle grade / YA, but it's written by R.L. Stine. At least 4 of the books in that series are written by R.L. Stine. Now, I can't remember exactly how long the series is, maybe somewhere around a dozen books, but what I was specifically interested in were the books by Stine, because he's one of my favorite authors, of course, the Goosebumps author. So I went on eBay and quickly purchased all 4 of them. So first up here, we have Indiana Jones and the Curse of Horror Island. And you can see this one does have like the original style of cover art to it, but the rest are going to look a little bit different. So that's book number 1. I don't know exactly what books these are, what book numbers these are as I go through, but the second one is in the new style, and this is called The Ape Slaves of Howling Island, which just sounds fantastic. So very excited to check this one out. That's one thing I'll mention. I got a lot of these from like thrift stores on eBay, and they always put these stickers on it, and I hate them. They don't come off very well, but anyway, they're really cheap, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, really cool to add that one. And then we have the Giants, is that right? Yes, the Giants of Silver Tower. So another interactive tale of terror. I just love this. The fact that R.L. Stine wrote random Indiana Jones books, like, that's amazing. And the weirdest part is, let me check the date on this first one here. I think this actually preceded the Goosebumps series, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is from 1984, is that right? Yeah, June of 1984. So this preceded what I know him best for. So that's just interesting to me. And then the last one here is called The Cult of the Mummy's Crypt. So I don't know too much what these are about. I'm sure they're about what the title is, right? But I don't know. Like, that's just awesome that R.L. Stine wrote Indiana Jones books. So like I said, once I discovered that, they were being added to the collection without a second thought. So grabbed all of these off of eBay. Very happy to have these in the collection. And I'm definitely going to check out these at some point here in the near future. So we have 4 books in the Indiana Jones Find Your Fate Adventure series. I'll stick with middle grade. It's the only other middle grade in this video, but this was one that I didn't specifically seek out this book. I was trying to get the next book that I'm going to show you, but it was cheaper to buy this bundle than it was to get the other book standalone. So of course I was getting this, and this is awesome anyway. We have Batman Mask of the Phantasm, and this of course is a junior novelization of that movie. So this is one, I'm sure I saw this when I was a kid, but I don't remember it at all. Frankly, the whole animated series is one that I need to get back to because I know I watched it a lot as a kid, but I don't remember it at all. So I definitely need to check it back out. But yeah, this is, supposed to be an excellent movie. Again, I just don't remember it. But really looking forward to checking this one out when I watch that film again. So really cool add-in that I wasn't expecting, but I'm definitely going to take it. Batman Mask of the Phantasm Junior novel. So the reason I grabbed that last one was because it was included with this one here, which I don't know that this was the cheapest way to get this one on eBay, but man, I didn't see another book in better condition. This one was in great shape, and when it got here, super impressed. But This is the novelization for Batman Forever. This one is written by Peter David. So I've heard really good things about this one, and so I'm very excited to check this out. I guess this is supposed to be a lot better than the movie actually turned out to be. So I definitely want to read through these and watch through the series. I know I've seen this one in particular, but I don't remember it. And so it's going to feel like a first time watch. This is another vlog I hope to do at some point, is vlogging through all 4 of these again, just to revisit them, because I loved them when I was a kid. So very excited to have this one in the collection. And again, just in really great shape. So this is another one that was recommended by Damn Fool Idealistic Crusade. He talked about it in his novelization video. And yeah, it just sounds awesome. So very happy to have this one. We have Batman Forever by Peter David. I need one more, I believe it is now, in order to have all 4 of these films in my novelization collection. This next one was a good lesson, and make sure you always look at the item details, not just the item description, because I didn't look close enough, and I didn't realize that this was an ex-library book, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's okay. This is Terminator Salvation from the Ashes, there it is, written by Timothy Zahn. So this is actually a prequel to Terminator Salvation. So I definitely wanted to grab this one. I think actually the reason I got this was because it was part of if you bought 3, you got an extra percentage off or something. And so this was the one that I was able to find that looked the most interesting. So I grabbed it, and I'm hoping I will check it out at some point. I've not actually seen Terminator Salvation. I've only seen the first 2 Terminator movies, so I definitely need to correct that. But eventually I will get around to this and check it out. Now, you can see on there it does say Carson City Library all over it, which is disappointing. And it has the sticker. You can't see it necessarily, but it does have like the tape or whatever they do at the library to make this harder. And so, yeah, that's on there. You have like the old due date in the inside here, which I guess I could take that off. But yeah, so it is what it is. Not something that I'm like super, that I need to have in mint condition at all. It was just kind of an add-on, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. But yeah, Terminator Salvation from the Ashes by Timothy Zahn is the prequel to the movie that is now in my collection. I'll continue in order because there's also a novelization for Terminator Salvation, and this one is written by the very famous Alan Dean Foster, one of the kings when it comes to novelizations. And so, yeah, this was one that is also just in excellent shape. So I was very happy this one came in such good shape, because it's actually the novelization. It's the one that I'm most interested in. But yeah, definitely excited to check this one out once I get around to it. And the fact that it's by Alan Dean Foster is just icing on the cake. He's excellent. So yeah, Terminator Salvation, the official novelization. And then from there, one more novel in the Terminator Salvation series. Actually, I think there's more than this, but the one I have is Trial by Fire, also by Timothy Zahn. So this is another one. It's based on the characters created in the movie. And my thought, I think anyway, that this takes place after the film, but if you guys know down below, please let me know. But I believe that's how this one fits into the series here. So yeah, 3 books from the Terminator Salvation movies, so hopefully I'll enjoy it when I get around to it. But either way, I still like having these in the collection. So this is Terminator Salvation, Trial by Fire, written by Timothy Zahn. All 4 of these last ones are all related, and you'll see why very quickly, but admittedly, I've never watched a James Bond movie. So why am I wasting my time buying the novelizations? Because I love novelizations, and why not? I have read the first James Bond book, and I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So I definitely want to correct my mistake with the Bond films. Look for something this summer. I have an idea that I might try to bring to the channel. Obviously, I could just watch them, but that's no fun. I want to share the experience with you guys. So I might do a Summer of Bond challenge here. We'll see. But anyway, I was watching Damn Fool Idealistic Crusade, and he was sharing the novelizations of the James Bond films. And so I was most interested in the ones with Pierce Brosnan because that's kind of my era. I've been playing GoldenEye a lot recently, and so that's what's kind of got me into the Bond itself. And so anyway, the first one I grabbed is Tomorrow Never Dies. And this one is written by Raymond Benson, which 3 of these are, as you're going to see. But yeah, this is not just one of the Bond books, right, by Ian Fleming. This is specifically based on the script by Bruce Fierstein. So that's why I wanted to grab these. I always find it interesting when we get a movie that was based on a book, and then you have a novelization on it. It's like an Inception thing, and so it's just interesting to me. So had to grab that one. So that is Tomorrow Never Dies by Raymond Benson. I guess I should have just continued on with these four, but anyway, next up is Die Another Day. So again, I don't have too terribly much to say about these because I've not seen them before. This one, though, in particular, is not in very good shape. It is beat up, but it's totally readable, which is all that matters. This part does scare me, though. I have to be very cautious because it looks like the spine is falling apart a little bit there. So that part annoys me. But again, these were from like a thrift store on eBay. So you're going to get what you get. You pay very little and you get exactly that. So anyway, also by Raymond Benson, Die Another Day. And then the last one by Raymond Benson here, we have The World Is Not Enough. And this is one that I only know a little bit about because I played the N64 game when I was younger. And so that's why this one is familiar to me. But I think out of the covers, this one is the least interesting. I would love to have Bronson on the cover again, but it is what it is. So yeah, this one hopefully will be enjoyable as the rest. This is based on the screenplay by Robert Wade and Neil Purvis. So hopefully I will enjoy this one. This is The World Is Not Enough by Raymond Benson. And then last but not least for this video, this one is actually written by John Gardner, and it's the video game I've been playing recently. So the one I was most interested in getting, GoldenEye. Now, again, this, like, if I was not such a weirdo, I would just start by watching GoldenEye because this is the one I'm most interested in seeing because I love the video game so much. I've been having such a good time with it. But I'm psycho, so I have to start at the beginning. So that's what I'm going to do. But eventually I will get around to GoldenEye. This is one that Damn Fool Idealistic Crusade was praising quite a lot and said it was a little harder to find. Maybe it was when he filmed his video 4 or 5 years ago. I saw quite a few of them on eBay and Amazon, and not for very expensive prices either. So very happy to have this one. Cannot wait to finally get around to this. Like I said, the N64 game has been a blast to play recently. So very happy I was able to add GoldenEye by John Gardner to the collection. All right, so there is a big old stack of novelizations based on a lot of movies I haven't seen yet, but that's totally fine. I love collecting these. They're just so fun. And all of the ones I've read so far, I've had a really good time with, which is a very limited set, mostly Star Wars related, but I've really enjoyed those. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, are you a novelization collector? If so, have you found anything cool recently? And if not, what did you think of my stack here? Hopefully it's interesting, you know, even if you're not a collector. But let me know what your thoughts are on this and anything else down in the comments. I really appreciate any and all support down there. So thank you guys so much for that. Before you go, if you could hit that like button down below, that engagement really does help me out. But with that said, guys, thank you so much for checking this video out. And I just want to encourage you all to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.